All right, this is a 340 piece soldering seal wire connectors. This will give you marine grade seals on your connections. So you've got a piece like this, you just size it to the wire that you're going to use so that it'll slide in. My favorite technique is to kind of fan these out. So about 1/4 of an inch. These are cut a little bit longer, but they're such a small piece of wire that I don't mind doing that. So before you fan out the wire, I'm going to slide this piece on. Then I'm going to fan this wire out a little bit so that it makes it easy. It's actually got a little piece of solder still on it. I'm going to cut that off. So I cut that piece of solder off and I fan those out. So I'm going to slide those past each other and I'm going to twist. And then after I twist those together, I'm going to slide this piece back over it. Oops, that came off. So I'm going to slide this piece on. I'm going to fan those out. I'm just going to flatten this one out a little bit and fan it out because they were kind of twisted, so I don't have to recut it and shorten it too much. Get those all going the same way. Fan it out. Interlace. So I'm just sliding these past each other. And then you want to twist. So I'm going to twist that up. And I'm going to slide this piece back over it real carefully so it doesn't catch any of those wires. And then I want the solder to be right over that connection. And now you can see where I've already done this and heated it up, but you'll take your heat gun, heat that up, make sure your fingers don't get too close to the heat gun, and that shrink wrap will shrink up, and it'll also heat up that solder, and that solder will automatically bond to your connection. Here you can see where that solder melted and then sealed up that connection. One of the best ways I've found to make a good connection. Let me show you what they look like beforehand. So you can see that solder's there. Slide this on your wire, fan out those connections so they interlace. You slide this back over where it's interlaced and twisted, and then you heat it up. It'll shrink down and then heat up that solder, and that solder will melt into that wire connection. You have a really good connection.